The
The New
Mets.
York Mets. Mets baseball, their last game against Miami, they won 4-0. What a game it was. Dylan G had a fantastic game, ladies and gentlemen. He had 8 innings pitched, 3 hits, 4 walks, 6 strikeouts, no home runs. He pitched 8 shutout innings. And then Torres came in for the save and finished them off without giving them a run. He even had a strikeout. But it was just a fantastic game. The Mets played great. Home runs by Chris Young in the 5th inning. David Wright had a nice catch. If you saw that catch, it was over the shoulder. Fantastic. He also had a double along with Lucas Duda. And Duda, Wright, and Chris Young all had RBIs. It was a shame to see, though, Daniel Murphy, excuse me. Murphy was, he was already, I think it was 2 for, no, he was 1 for 3.
That's not a bad outing though.
No, he had a hit with a run. Not an RBI though. Or maybe he was 2 for 3. He did have a walk. He did get walked. But Granderson, of course, still being quiet. He struck out.
That's
Had walk.
Yeah, that's not good for the Mets. You really
Granderson
want to see.
Granderson was doing well for a little bit, but he's
Yeah.
like a roller coaster ride with Granderson.
Yeah, he's always been more power than consistency when it comes to batting average.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, right now it says Granderson's average for the game was 129.
really,
That's not good.
that's horrible.
The best average is Murphy actually with the 289, and Duda's not far behind with
Yeah.
257, and David Wright with the 275. But you always see David Wright.
Quintanilla's also playing. You see, that's the thing. You look at the whole Mets lineup, and it looks like, especially David Murphy, David Wright,
Daniel Murphy.
Daniel Murphy. I'm sorry, forgot what I just said. Um, Even Lucas Duda. He's
I
been
like
up.
Duda.
He's been up and down the ranks. With the Mets system. The past couple of years.
You know what though? I really like Duda. Duda's a very good power hitter, and he's a great first baseman.
Yeah.
And I definitely see him coming into his own. He does have some time, and I also really like Chris Young. Chris Young's a great center fielder, and he's got some power on him. And I have high hopes for Chris Young too. Tejada, at shortstop, we'll see what he does. I mean, right now we're just dealing with him, but I think he's all right. But I do know the Mets are looking up. They're doing much better than how they started.
Last year.
Well,
especially.
obviously last year, but
Yeah.
their pitching is doing better. I mean, G just had a great game the other day. So,
Um,
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, and especially in big news today, the Yankees are playing the Seattle Mariners.
That's right.
Former Yankee Robinson Cano coming
Cano
back
is
to New
coming
York.
back to New York for the first time. And I wonder what kind of reception he's going to get
I
in the Bronx.
all right. Here's my say on it. I would applaud him. I mean, when you look at how much he was asking for, the amount of money he was asking for, no human being is worth that much money.
True.
But you also look at the fact that from, I'd say, 2008 until the year he left the Yankees, he was their most productive player.
He was very good. He even has a ring. He got a ring with them. I mean,
Yeah, 2009, and he was a pretty big part of why they won that championship that year.
Yeah.
He was one of the best second basemen in the league when he was with the Yankees. He still is. I would consider him, a top rank second baseman. But unfortunately, it came down to money, and Robinson Cano.
I mean, if he's going to Seattle, let him go to Seattle.
Yeah,
You can't
Um,
really stop it.
but I wouldn't boo him. I'm not sure if
Oh
I
no,
would boo him.
if I was a Yankee fan going to the game and I see Cano up there, I wouldn't boo him.
I wouldn't boo him. I wouldn't cheer for him. I would treat him like he's another player.
Exactly.
I
I mean, look what happens when the Yankees come into Citi Field. Do you think they're gonna boo Beltran?
Absolutely. Well, yeah.
I can tell you right now, I'm not gonna boo Beltran. Beltran played great with us,
Yeah, but you always have those bitter.
and he didn't go straight to the Yankees. He went from us to
Cardinals.
the Cardinals.
Yeah,
He bounced around a
yeah.
bit,
Yeah.
and then he went to New York. So, I wouldn't boo him because I respect him, and I
Mhm.
respect Cano too.
Yeah.
Cano is a fantastic player.
Cano
and I wouldn't boo him.
I'd say he's the best player on the Mariners right now. He obviously average wise he's a 301 average, and the next closest one to him is Romero, and he has a 242 average.
It's
So
not
it's
bad.
It's a pretty yeah. I mean, like you look for consistency with the Mariners lineup, and this year they're kind of similar to the Mets. They're looking to take that next step,
Mhm.
moving on to the postseason. Um, So, yeah, but if your only good player, if your best player has a 301 average, and the next best player is pretty much more than 50 points down, it's not really the direction you want to go in. But again,
It's early.
It's early. It's early.
Bottom line is, I don't think the fans should boo him. I think they should respect him.
Yeah, no, I think
So, hopefully, he won't get too much of a hassle going into the stadium. So, Cano, good luck. Mets, you got a game coming up against the Phillies. We'll be hoping. I'm trying to figure out who their pitcher is.
tonight.
No, they play Philadelphia soon. I'm trying to figure this out. My computer's not working. It's whatever. But yes, so the Mets are in Philadelphia. The Yankees home with Seattle coming to town. So good luck to all New York teams, and we'll see what happens.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
Moving on. I'm gonna play this song because I've played this song on a majority of my shows, and I just love it so much. And I know Pat loves it too because Pat sings along every time I play this song. So here it is, one of our most favorite songs here on FazFest. Carry On My Wayward Son by Kansas.
Yes.
Of course.
Of course.
Here on WICR FazFest.